Hello, and welcome to your seasonal quarterly readings for summer. Not only is the solstice the longest day of light in the year in the northern hemisphere, it also marks the turning of the seasons when the sun moves into 0 degrees tropical Cancer. This happens Tuesday, June 20th, 2017 at 9:24 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or Wednesday, June 21st at 12:24 a.m. Eastern Time. The solstice translates to mean the still sun. Sol means the sun, and still refers to where the sun climbs and finally reaches its ascent to the apex of the sky at high noon. So now is a seasonally supportive time to shine outwardly and use the fullest potential of your personal power, as does the sun. So for your summer readings, I will do them in 2 parts. For the first part of these readings, I will draw 4 tarot cards. The first will be for the summer solstice starting June 20th up until the end of June on the 30th. The second will be for the month of July, the third for August, and the fourth card for September up until the autumnal equinox on the 22nd. Then I will draw a card from the Angels of Light deck to see how everything fits together energetically and what angelic support you have with you this season. Then for the second part of these readings, I will draw 5 more cards using the summer spread. This layout was presented in the American Tarot Association's 2017 Summer Quarterly Journal, which I have the cover of displayed over here. In this edition's publication, I wrote a feature article titled "Here Comes the Sun" about why I became a tarot reader, which I really enjoyed doing. So I thought it would be fun to use the spread for the summer solstice that was published in this magazine. So let's go ahead and get started with your summer readings. Scorpio, let's see what the summer holds for you for the second half of June, July, August, and the first half of September. Show me the energy for the sign of Scorpio. What is summer going to be like for Scorpio? Scorpio summer. Okay, June, July, August, September. You have 2 court cards, the Queen of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. You have the Devil and the Seven of Swords. The shadow card is the 8 of Wands. Things are going to be moving really quickly for you. This is a fast-paced card. This is the summary card for summer. It's like lots of communication, lots of fast-paced events, things really just happening at great speed, and a lot of progress and great strides are going to be made, okay? Let's get the worst out of the way. So June, and maybe you've already been feeling this, you've got the Devil card, okay? The Devil card is everything. It's the snares and traps of the world, okay? Anything that's done in excess, it's fears, it's limitations, it's debauchery, it's, overindulging, drinking, sexual pleasures, like too much of a good thing has now trapped you, okay? It can be addictions, it can just all of that, giving your power away. So the Devil is like really about you facing your fears. It's really just going to be put in your face for you to deal with right off the bat in the beginning of June, and maybe it's already started for you. Maybe this is something you've been struggling with for a while, okay? But it's a less than desirable situation because this is a situation that makes us feel powerless. Whether it's another person, a thing or a circumstance that we've given our power away to, you're really going to be facing, it's like facing the shadow, okay? So it is right there. It's in your face. It's undeniable. You got to deal with it, okay? And find out where the root of that is coming from. This isn't something you can't get out of, okay? This isn't something that you can't overcome. You can. It's just not a superficial solution. It's going to, you got to really dig deep here, okay? Okay. So then we have this Queen of Swords coming in, okay? And the Queen of Swords is, I feel, when it's next to the Devil, somebody that's been burned, okay, in a relationship. Or, you know, the Queen of Swords is not necessarily an archetype character that is in a partnership. Maybe she is, but she feels isolated and lonely. That's one possibility. The second possibility is that she just feels lonely and isolated with or without a relationship. She is the, you know, archetype of the free woman, but the free woman is like had experienced a lot of loss, okay? And I do feel like this is relationship oriented since it's next to the Devil. It doesn't have to be, but it feels that way. It's like this relationship that's not good for you, you keep going back to it. Or the circumstance that's not good for you, you keep going back to it. It's an addiction to a person, a thing, whatever. And it's kind of harming you. She's got a sword in her hand, right? So self-harm, even. You know, she's like cutting herself. But, you know, it's of wanting to feel, you know, wanting to feel alive, wanting to feel free. That's where that comes from. So, you know, there is some things that, you know, you're really going to have to really work through this summer. And some of that is self-sabotage. I'm seeing that. This isn't a light and fluffy reading, Scorpio, and I'm really sorry to say that. I wish it was. Some other months, some other seasons, that's fine, but it looks like a lot of intense work for you. This something that you want to move beyond and you keep looking back. It's a choice that you keep making to go back. Whatever keeps drawing you back to this person, whatever keeps drawing you back to that situation, you're really going to have to look at. You're really going to have to ask yourself, you know, what is beneath all of this? Okay, what is the root cause of all of this? Okay, the Queen of Swords next to this card, next to the Devil, this person or this circumstance, you know that you can't trust it. It's failed you before, it's hurt you before, but it's like you're getting something out of it still. Okay, and you know, it's not a trustworthy situation. It's not something that is reliable. It's gonna, you know, keep showing up. The Devil with the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords can be deception, something that is purposefully, someone that is purposefully deceiving you. You have the Page of Pentacles here, which is a child. It's a student. It's something that you're seeing now. This is the answer, okay? Maybe it's some new form of study that you're getting into, a new practice that is helping you get out of all of this. September looks good for having some sort of answer or having some sort of resource available to you to sort of help you through this energy that keeps getting you sort of stuck. Maybe it's a helpful person, but I feel like it's you. Okay, maybe somebody comes in and sort of shows you something and you take onto it. You take it. I see you studying something, you learning something. You're going to be learning something about yourself this summer that you didn't know before. You're going to see, you know, where the ties are that's keeping you sort of bound or stuck to a thought pattern, a person, a bad habit, really, that's just no longer beneficial for you. I feel like it's some very valuable information here. Okay. And it's something that it's an answer that can help you. And the only way out of this is focus, practice, and really just like being a serious, student, disciple, or whatever that energy is. It's sort of devoted to this new thing that's sort of a higher vibration, a new person even, that's of a higher vibration that comes into your life. It's a helpful energy, whatever this is. It's good for you. Okay? So there's the answer to all of this. There's always hope, and there's always a way out, and everything is a learning experience. And we all have our stuff, right? It looks like a trying time for the Scorpios. And I don't feel like it's going to last. Again, things really happening at a fast pace. So you could really move through this, at your own pace, to be honest. Or just at a quick pace. It's kind of up to you. Also, the Queen of Wands, she likes to read. She likes to study. She likes to really investigate and search out other things. Okay? And you've sort of found it here. I'm also seeing another circumstance, not going to apply to every Scorpio, but it's like a greedy woman who sort of maybe wants to take money from you or steal from you in some way. Take more than her fair share. Okay, like I said, it's not going to be for everyone, but that is another message that I have there. Okay, so this card is going to be important. This angel card, it's going to show the angelic energy that's going to be around the Scorpios. What angel is looking out after the Scorpios this summer? Things get brighter for you the second week of August, and definitely the first half of September. It's a lot brighter. It's a lot more easily manageable. More fun, even. Okay. It's this one. Angel of Growth. The growth opportunities on this physical plane are limitless. Your desire to gain as much from the earthly life as possible has called the angel of growth to you. Use this angelic help to connect with God energy, influencing your beliefs, expanding who you are, and inspiring how you live your life. This is what it looks like. It's within your grasp. Holding this. It has sort of a similar image of you holding this round sort of object, and right here sort of holding this round sort of object. Feels like it's energy coming in, just pure energy. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put this up here, and I'm going to use the Thoth deck to now do the summer spread, which is a 5-card layout, and it's going to show me in a sort of a star formation. First, what is your source of light this summer? The position that's in the center is going to show you your light, your core. The second card is what is fading away that needs to be released. That position is going to be in the bottom left. And then the third card is what is in the shadows that needs to be brought out into the light. This position is in the upper left. The fourth card is what is ripe and ready for picking. This position is in the upper right. And then finally, the fifth card is, how can I reward myself this summer? So how can the Scorpios reward themselves this summer? This position, again, is in the bottom right. This sort of beautiful star formation. Okay, show me Scorpio. There it is. Okay. Interesting that you have the 5 and it looks like a star. There's like it's like a pentacle formation. It says worry, the 5 of discs. This is about karma, okay? Karmic stuff that you have to sort of go through and deal with for your soul's growth and evolution. It's soulmates that are very difficult relationships to deal with. It's you know, karmic circumstances, it's karmic debts that you have to pay off. We all have this sort of energy, okay? Right now, the source of light is like, it's, you know, there is some worry energy that you're going to have to move beyond, okay? The antidote to worry is faith, okay? Because we worry because we don't know the answer. We don't have the solution. We don't know how or why or when we're going to get out of an undesirable circumstance. And it sort of forces us to just have faith because we don't know. And that hope inspires the faith, like hoping to get out of the situation and just not knowing how, but you know what? There is the light there at the end of the tunnel, and I have faith without any proof yet, okay? And I see like the light coming in through the cracks here. There's a lot that's being obscured in your focus, like you can't see it. There's all this sort of stuff that's in your face right now that you have to deal with, but there's light around it. Once you move through the most difficult time, it's like you kind of come out the other side as being a stronger person, okay? So the second card is what needs to be released. It's the Magician card. Okay. The Magician can be trickery. It can be, you know, failed teachings. The Magician is a magician. It's smoke and mirrors. Things that seem to be one way is a promise of something great, and it's a trick, right? It's this, again, this sort of the snares of the world. It can be magic, or lower vibrational magic, like black magic, that sort of thing, and sort of letting go of all that type of energy. Okay. Let's see. The third card is what needs to be brought into the life. The Hierophant, again, teachings. Very much the student, right? Learning something. An ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom, old truths that are tried and true, and not the sort of smoke and mirrors, get rich quick, let's get to the front of the line fast sort of energy, okay? This is like, you know, really like the wisdom, and it has like sort of a spiritual bent to it, okay? Okay. So that's what needs to be brought to the light. True teachings, not like fake teachings or false teachings. Okay. So what is ripe and ready for picking is gain. The 9 of Pentacles. So you have worry of lack, maybe limited resources, limited money, limited whatever it is. There's not enough energy, right? Fear. What is ripe and ready for the picking is gain. You have all of this available to you. Maybe you're just not seeing it yet. You will. There's a lot to gain. There's a lot of growth that's going to be happening this summer. Feels very intense. Okay. Can you reward yourself this summer? Beautiful. It's wealth. Wealth. prosperity. It doesn't have to be just money. What makes you feel wealthy? Is it knowledge? Is it personal power? Is it lots of friends? Is it, beauty? What is it that makes you feel prosperous? Okay. There's also the Ten of Pentacles is family, too. Or people that feel like family, people that are supportive. It's a solid thing. It's a group where people are sort of working together for a common goal. Okay. So you're going to be challenged this summer, but the outcome looks all very positive. It's like you have something solid. You got like something of value that you end up with the end of the summer, which is, the prize for all of this like hard work and all of the challenges that you went through. Tangible things that you can really work with. Pentacles are tangible. You have the 9 and the 10, which is beautiful. Okay. So really all is well that ends well. It's no one said that growth is not going to be painful. Sometimes the beauty and there's pain in beauty, and there's pain, growing pains, and that's just, no one likes it. It's uncomfortable, but at the end of the tunnel, it's like the end of the other side, it's like so much stronger, and it's like really you have a lot to work with, lots of resources, there's also depth there. Okay, so you're going to overcome this challenge. You're going to have this pentacle, this thing, this this answer. Maybe it's money that you've needed. It's going to be coming in for you here. Okay, push through it. You got the reward there. Okay. All right, so I hope this reading was helpful for you. Thank you so much for liking and sharing my videos and for subscribing to my channel. Have a wonderful summer, Scorpio. If you would like a personal reading that is specific to you and your needs and circumstances, feel free to contact me through my website or my business email. I'll go ahead and leave the links in the description box below. Otherwise, I will see you in the upcoming videos. Until next time, take care and be well.